Information for organisations. If you're a trustee, manager, fundraising officer, or anyone else who represents a particular charity or good cause anywhere in the world, or even if you're a keen supporter of one particular charity, the Wisdom Trust can help promote your issues on a global platform and make donations to support your work and campaigns. Such organisations can, of course, include charities, small or large, anywhere in the world, schools, community centres, after-school clubs, hospitals, libraries, hospices, theatres, museums, local food and farming initiatives, litter clean-ups, breakfast clubs, universities, youth groups, medical centres, sports clubs, student rag appeals, environment initiatives, and local cultural or heritage projects. Whatever your organisation or initiative is, as long as your basic business model is not for profit, and if you serve some useful purpose in the community, simply register on our website, submit the details of your organisation, then promote the Wisdom Trust to your staff, supporters, friends and family so they can help you get the maximum benefit from this opportunity. We can work with your staff, supporters, friends and family to help support your organisation. There will be no cost to them whatsoever and little inconvenience, and we will never ask them for a donation, preferring instead that they give their money to you directly. They can register on the Wisdom Trust website as individuals and vote for your organisation every day if they wish, to ensure that you get as big a donation as possible from our main donations fund every 3 months. Sometimes they'll be able to vote several times a day if they qualify for extra votes. Plus, they can add more value to the donations we make to you, A, by earning credits through our education programs, and B, by diverting some of their normal online activities through the Wisdom Trust. Such activities include regular things like searching and shopping, but we also offer a range of freebies and special deals for our members, which they can take advantage of if they wish to, all of which will benefit you. In this way, your staff, supporters, friends and family can raise funds for charities all over the world and for your organisation in particular, whenever they're online, and all at no extra cost or inconvenience to themselves. But it gets even better than that, because if any of your supporters help us spread the word by introducing their own family, friends, colleagues, classmates, neighbours and other contacts, our unique tracking system will be able to trace all those new people back to your organisation and add additional amounts to the funds set aside for you every time any of those new people searches or shops online via the Wisdom Trust website or earns any of our special fundraising credits, FCs. The same also applies down through many generations of friends and family. It's a fantastic way for any organisation, anywhere in the world, to build a new source of regular funding by reaching out into a substantial network of supporters, friends and family, and friends of friends, etc., who will all be raising money for your cause every time they're online. Here at the Wisdom Trust, we understand that it's not enough to offer help just to organisations. We need to offer help to individuals as well. Of course, it goes without saying that collectively, charities and good causes of all kinds do a substantial amount of good work in all communities everywhere and help lots and lots of people. However, even though their work is amazing, it's just not possible for them to offer the same level of help to everyone all the time. Furthermore, sometimes there might be certain groups of people who aren't entitled to their help for whatever reason. With this in mind, we offer a range of grants for individuals. All your staff and supporters can benefit from these, as can their friends and family, and friends of friends, etc. And while they're doing something to help themselves, they'll be helping raise funds for your cause at the same time, so everyone wins. There are 4 types of grants available. Eco-grants to help people cover the cost of energy-saving initiatives at home or office. Education grants to help students offset the apparently ever-spiralling costs of higher education. Social grants to help people with the cost often associated with making healthy food choices at the supermarket. And charity grants to help people fund their favourite cause. How much can be raised? Well, unfortunately, it would be impossible to give an accurate answer to this question due to the high number of variables and unknowns which contribute to how fast and to what value the sum set aside for you within the Wisdom Trust programme can grow. We can say, however, without any doubt, that it mainly depends on you, together with your staff and supporters, and how much care, time and effort you and they put into the programme. Clearly, if you and everyone connected with the organisation put no effort in, you'll see no reward at all. But if you follow our suggestions, introduce your staff and supporters, and encourage them to engage in a given level of activity on a regular basis, you'll see your predicted regular donation from the Wisdom Trust grow slowly and steadily towards a more than worthwhile value over a period of months and years. Do more than we suggest, and the benefits to your cause will be even greater. It's up to you. We can confidently predict, albeit only in general terms, that with regular targeted activity from you, your staff and your supporters, the regular donations set aside for your organisation could grow to something worth between a few hundred and a few £1,000s over a period of time.
However, if a large enough number of your supporters do substantially more than we suggest, and do it consistently over a period of time, and if the Wisdom Trust network of your staff, supporters, friends and family continues to grow, it could be possible to achieve a figure even as high as in the tens of thousands of pounds or more over 3 to 5 years, together with smaller regular donations in the meantime. But once again, we must emphasise it's up to you, your staff and supporters. So what do you and your supporters need to do, and what would be considered an appropriate level of activity? Well, here are some suggestions for all those who wish to support you in order to help your cause and ensure that the donations made to your organisation from the Wisdom Trust grow at a steady and healthy rate from day one. They need to log in every day. They need to accumulate fundraising credits. 10 a day would be great, 20 a day would be better. They need to vote for their 2 favourite charities. Hopefully one will be yours. They can search the internet using the Wisdom Trust search box, which is available within the header area on every page. They can check out the best prices for anything they want to buy in the immediate or near future using our price comparison engines in the price check section of the shopping mall. They can check out our great range of freebies and special offers. They can shop online. They can take advantage of many of the special incentive bonuses available to them. And they can introduce their friends, and then help their friends do exactly the same as them. And it's not just the most popular organisations who get donations either. Every charity, good cause or not-for-profit organisation which gets even just one vote will be allocated their allotted share of our fund in direct proportion to their share of all the votes cast over each 3-month period. So a charity with 5% of the votes cast one quarter will get 5% of the funds raised during that period, or a good cause with 0.015% of all the votes cast over the 3 months will get 0.015% of the funds generated over the whole quarter. It's very fair, entirely democratic, and a great new way for every charity or good cause anywhere in the world to raise some often badly needed extra funding for their work, issues and campaigns. Such charities and good causes can of course include schools, community centres, homes for the elderly, after-school clubs, hospitals, libraries, hospices, theatres, Meals on Wheels, museums, transport projects for the elderly and disabled, local food and farming initiatives, litter clean-ups, breakfast clubs, youth groups, medical centres, sports clubs, advice centres, environment initiatives and local cultural or heritage projects. How we divide up our money. Here at the Wisdom Trust, we don't decide which organisations get donations from our fund, you do. 50% of the Wisdom Trust income is allocated to our main quarterly donations fund, and this is divided up between all our listed charities and good causes through an online vote amongst our members. 20% of the Wisdom Trust income is set aside in our members fund, and this is allocated to charities, good causes and to members' personal grant funds. This fund is allocated through a very fair and carefully structured method and is based on how many credits, FCs, each person gets, which of our special bonus awards they qualify for, and how much online shopping they do. 25% of the Wisdom Trust income is allocated to our education fund to help enhance and expand our range of education programs, both online and offline, in order to create an even wider awareness about the big global issues. 5% of the Wisdom Trust income is set aside to cover any expenses of the organisation, such as office costs, salaries, stationery and telephone bills. Decisions about any spending within our education or admin funds are made through discussions within our 2 management teams, the Board of Trustees and our Strategic Delivery team. But the allocation of funds within our donations fund and our members fund is decided entirely by members through their activity on our website. The main donations fund is allocated to all our listed charities and good causes every 3 months through an online vote by our members. They can vote every day if they wish to for their 2 favourite charities, and sometimes more than once a day. And at the end of each quarter, our system automatically allocates the fund generated through the website in direct ratio to the number of votes cast for each organisation. So if, for example, an organisation gets 10% of all the votes cast, they'll be allocated 10% of the fund that quarter. Or if they get 1% of all the votes, they'll get 1% of the fund. It's a very fair, perfectly democratic system and fully accountable, since a complete table of all listed organisations is available on the website in real time, together with details of the number of votes cast so far that quarter. The Members Fund is allocated both to charities and to members' personal grant funds, and is based on their usage of the Wisdom Trust website. Members can divert money from this fund to their personal grant fund and to the fund of their chosen charity or good cause every time they're awarded a fundraising credit, an FC, through our online education programs, or when they qualify for one of our special bonus incentives, or when they shop online, and even when they take advantage of one of our free offers or special deals. Basically, the more an individual or charity does on our website, the larger will be the amount diverted from our members' fund to their personal grant fund and to the fund set aside for their chosen charity. Not forgetting, of course, that both they and their chosen cause will benefit when anyone they've introduced, or indeed anyone in their entire network of friends and family, uses the website as well.